Hey everyone, it's Asia Dang. Happy New Year. This is the very first video of 2021 and I'm really excited about this new year. I hope you all are too and had a relaxing holiday, whatever that meant for you this past year. So today's video is going to be a mix of things. One, it is going to be my monthly budget goals for the year, which is something I've never done, but it's also going to be the video in which I show you my new planner, the master plan for 2021. It is going to be a flip through video, so you all will see every page that is in it and decide whether or not it is right for you. Today is January 4th, which means it is the launch of the pre-sale for the Master Plan 2021. The pre-sale is going to last 2 days, from January 4th at noon Pacific Standard Time to January 6th at noon Pacific Standard Time. The original plan was actually to do pre-sales back in November. However, I didn't actually get the fully approved version. This planner that I've been using actually isn't the fully approved version yet, but I didn't get the fully approved version until December 25th. Full disclosure, I've said this in basically every video in December, this planner has been a journey and I know a lot of you have been eagerly waiting and patiently waiting, and I am really appreciative of your patience. However, I do come bearing a little bit of bad news. Hopefully you will get the planners in your hands, if you're in America, before the end of the month. And trust me, as someone who uses a planner, I'm actually going to cry because it makes me upset. Just how many of you have been patiently waiting for this planner and just how messy this launch has been. And I really did want to be able to give you this planner before the new year in December, but things with the planner just needed to be perfect, and I didn't want to sell the planner before it was perfect, so that's why we're here in January. And you know, I'm sorry, I'm embarrassed. This is, you know, something that I'm really proud of, but I've learned a lot of things through this process. I just don't want to disappoint you, and that's another thing, is you guys have been waiting for so long for this planner, and you have to wait even longer now, and I don't want this planner to be a disappointment for you guys to be like, well, that wasn't even worth the wait. So, you know, I'm definitely having a nervous breakdown about it, more so over the fact that you all won't get your planners for a long time, and I just I have no excuses. This is my business. It is my responsibility. And even though this is my first time doing a planner like this, I should have been more educated and more prepared about how long exactly this whole thing would take, and that's on me. But just know, for the other planner launches throughout this year, and then for the main planner, the yearly planner for 2022, things will be better. Things will be different, and yeah, I just apologize for all of you waiting, because you're going to have to wait longer, and there's nothing I can do about that. And I totally understand, as someone who plans every aspect of my life, I understand that if you cannot wait. That I completely understand. There are a ton of really amazing planners out there on the market. There's the bullet journal, there's the passion planner that I've personally used, there's the Plan Chicly planner, there's the happiness planner. There's so many planners out there, and I believe that there's enough people in this world for there to be enough successes in the planner business. So I definitely encourage you, if you cannot wait, like I'm telling you right now, I don't think that you will get your planner much before February. I'm hoping the last week of January. I may have to just spend my birthday doing this and mailing out all my planners, but I'm going to try my hardest to make it happen. But that's just full disclosure. I don't want to lie to you and say you're going to get it next week, because you're not. I don't even have the planners in my hand right now, but I know that. And I was actually supposed to have the planners on January 4th, all of them. And I don't have them. So This whole thing has been a mess. Again, I apologize. It is my fault, but we will do better moving forward. If you do want to wait for my planner, in order to help you all still plan, there are free downloads for the month of January, okay? I'll put it in the description box. There will be the monthly budget. There will be all the weeks for January for you to schedule, and then there will be weekly expenses as well. And those are the things that you will get from me for free. If you don't mind downloading the planner yourself, there will be, or there is, the dated 2021 downloadable version of the planner available to purchase, okay, right now, that you can get your hands on right now. Of course, my very first video of 2020 would include me crying. I mean, it's so on brand for Asia Day, right? Anyways, this is the Master Plan planner. It is a hardcover. This is 7.5 by about 10.5 inches, so it is a big dude. I decided to go with the bigger planner for the very first launch because that's actually what the majority of you asked for. So you asked for it, I give it to you. There will be smaller versions and different color schemes as we, move forward throughout the year. This is actually one of the smaller sizes that we're working on, and this color is something I love. So this is something that you can look forward to for different planner launches. But for the first launch, we just went with plain black, classic black, let me say, and then a larger size. So let's go through this page by page. I named my planner Master Plan because my planner for me personally is where I scheme and strategize and journal my goals for universal takeover. It is my master plan. Everything that I write is my master plan to living, hopefully, a happy, successful, balanced life. So that is why the name is called Master Plan. So we turn to it, and then you have our story. It's a really great read if you want to. And then we have how this planner is set up. So this is a really great page that'll kind of just do a quick notes version of everything that you can find in this planner. And then you switch to the next page, and here is where we start getting into the how-tos of the monthly budget, the how-tos of the weekly expense tracker and the extra money tracker, how to do it, how to use it if you are not familiar with the basics. I'm assuming a lot of the people buying my planner are people that are from my channel and from my Instagram. So I'm hoping that you will all already know how to set up your monthly budget and your expense trackers and all of this stuff. But if you are not familiar, there are how-to guides in the planner itself, as well as, of course, I've done many videos of this, of how I set up my financial life on YouTube. So there's a lot of resources available to you, as well as the year goes on, I will be doing like IG stories or IGTV about how to just use the planner, how to set it up if you're unfamiliar with it. And then we have the vision board. So this page is blank intentionally because you can do whatever it is you want to inspire creativity, to inspire any of your goals. Just use it as free thought space. I am someone that likes to vision board by using magazine cutouts. And I did a whole video about how I personally vision board, and I'm going to put that in the cards above. But I like to do magazine cutouts for my vision boards because we all know I'm not artistic, and it's just really easy for me when I see something that inspires me visually. I'll just cut it out of a magazine and just paste it here. But of course, you can write, you can draw, you can do whatever it is that you need to do to inspire a successful year. After the vision board, you have your goal setting page. This goal setting page is broken up into a general long-term, 1 year, 6 months, and 3 months. For me, the most annoying question in the world is, where do you see yourself in 5 years? And the reason why that's annoying to me is because that is so far away from now. Like, I don't even know how to answer that question because almost every one of my long-term goals have changed as I have changed as a person. So answering that question, when people ask me that, it's like, dude, I don't even know what I'm gonna eat for breakfast today. There's no way I know what I want to do permanently for the next 5 years. Like in 5 years, that's impossible. But I do think it is important to envision your long-term goals. There is no time frame on your long-term goals. It's just anything over a year. There are definitely long-term goals that you know of, but being specific on a timeline I think is really difficult, which is why I did a long-term, and we're focusing more on I guess more current goals. So what this planner does, I think really well, is it helps you focus on current goals, right? So that's why we do more focusing on any goals less than a year. And it's divided into long-term, 1 year, 6 month, 3 months intentionally. I think it's more beneficial, like logistically, if you can write out your long-term goals, see what they are, and then see how you can take steps to accomplishing those goals within the year, within the first 6 months, within the first 3 months. So everything on this page is divided up very strategically to help you achieve your goal achieve any of your long-term goals or even current goals throughout the year. After the goal setting page, we have the financial goals page. This is broken up into short-term, medium-term, long-term goals, and there is blank space. There is a lot of free space for you in this planner to do what you want. For me, I built my graphs for my down payment and my retirement contributions, because I just felt like since those are kind of goals of mine for the year, then it just makes sense to be right next to my financial goals page. And then next to the financial goals page, you'll actually have your debt overview page. You know, you guys saw my journey. It's really important to admit how much debt you're in order to tackle it head first. So this is what the debt overview page is. Again, since this planner is kind of meant to be customizable, I am debt free, so I have no need, thankfully, now for that page. So I'm turning this page in to my dream home vision board. Next to your debt overview page is your quarterly goals page, again with the free space to write. I thought focusing on quarterly goals was a really great idea for this planner. So what you'll want to do is go back to your kind of shorter term goals and see what you want to focus on. Next to your quarterly goals page is your month in overview. And now we get into the monthly budget. Write your budget out, and then free space for you to do other graphs or add to your budget, all of that. And we'll come back to this page at the end of the video. So when your month starts, this is the layout for every month. First page is going to be your month in advance, a whole monthly calendar. Then the next page is going to be your monthly budget. And then you're gonna get your week. So here is the first week of January. And then something that is so important for me personally is a to-do list. So I wrote down this to be a to-do list section, but again, it is ultimately free space for you to do what you want. But for me, I need a to-do list. And sometimes my to-do list gets so long that I even mentioned this in my planner. In order to make your to-do list manageable, just pick 3 things that you need to accomplish off your to-do list today. So for instance, yesterday, my to-do list was build my website, edit this video that you're watching right now, and don't have a mental breakdown. So those are the 3 things on my to-do list that I almost accomplished until I had my mental breakdown right on camera, so that's cool. And then after your week is your weekly expense tracker. I've already pre-divided it into 4 categories, but I anticipate a lot of you will use this free space to add more categories into it. And then at the end of the month, you get your weekly expense tracker, and then your extra money tracker. So you'll use your weekly expense tracker and then go back to your monthly budget and see how you did. And any extra money can go in here and you can figure out what you want to do with it. You have your monthly income, your monthly expenses, other expenses, and any money left over. And then you would write the amount in here, and then you'll brainstorm what you want to do with that extra money. Maybe you want to add it more towards debt, maybe you want to add it towards saving, maybe you want to treat yourself, no judgment. You'll make that decision in here. And then at the end of the month, you have your end of the month check-in. And every week you have thought prompts. I know a lot of planners do quotes. I personally don't really find them inspiring, but what does inspire me are thought prompts. Most of the thought prompts are geared towards your financial health. For me, thought prompts are just things that I read and I think about, and then it's just something I acknowledge and then move on. But you can use the thought prompts however you see fit. And then at the end of the planner, you have your end of the year check-in, and then you have your blank pages that are just completely blank. And then you have your gridded pages. So for my gridded pages, I have my sinking fund flowcharts. I have my yearly budget in review. And then I have this sheet that I brought over from my old planner that is just basically how much income I made per month, just so I can see any growth or any trends in what months are slower and such. Again, this is not the correct planner that I've been using, but in your planner you will get 3 ties, a black one, a white one, and this is going to be a green one. And they're meant to help kind of divide out your most used pages, because there is a lot in this book that I hope that you would use pretty consistently. So for me, I would probably put one on the weekly page. I would definitely put one on the expense tracker. That's why we made a ribbon green. And my white one, maybe my quarterly goals page or my monthly overview. So that is the breakdown for the 2021 planner. Oh, I forgot to mention, there is a pocket in the back for you to put tchotchkes in it. Again, if you can wait, you guys know, full disclosure, the timeline. If you can wait, pre-sale ends on Wednesday at noon Pacific Standard Time. So once that happens, we will put in the order and get it out to everyone as soon as possible. Let's go through my monthly budget goal. I pre-wrote mortgage or rent in there because I feel like that's something most of us have, but there's basically the grid is empty for you to fill how you see fit. So mortgage and rent percentage goal is 20%, food is 15%, dogs is 10%, work is 25%. Transportation is 5%. Transportation will include like gas, any upkeep the car needs, parking, all of that. Health is 5%, personal is 5%, which for me is kind of like a miscellaneous category. Fun is 5%. I mean, 5% we ain't doing anything. And then retirement, the goal is 10%. And then any extra money I have after that will go to a down payment. So here's my estimated goals towards my budget based on my average monthly income. I averaged out my monthly income, can't believe I'm saying this because it's actually very exciting, to be about $10,000 a month. Again, that is over the course of a year. Sometimes I make less, sometimes I make more, but on average, that's how much money I get post-tax every month. And then based on the percentages, I wrote down the actual numbers in my estimated. So everything in my estimated will add up to 10,000. But again, anything over my monthly budget will be contributed to the down payment. So the down payment is there, but it doesn't have a set amount of money because it's kind of just a bonus, right? The retirement is something that I do want to contribute monthly. But the down payment, even though it is like the main goal of mine for this year, is something that'll just kind of ebb and flow towards payments depending on how the month goes. And then at the end of the month, I'll add up everything from my weekly expense tracker from this page, add it up, and then we'll just see how it is from there, right? And that is my monthly budget percentage goals. And yeah, I feel I've actually never really kind of taken time to do monthly percentage goals. I've done them, but not seriously followed them because to me, they're actually kind of hard to track, just basically how messy my expense trackers were. But because this planner, I think, is very clear cut and has its own sections for certain things, I think it'll be easier for me to stick to my percentage breakdowns for the month. Okay? If you want to pre-buy the planner, go ahead and check the description box. If you can't wait, again, there's a lot of great planners out on the market, and we'll get you for the next 2022 planner. Okay, I promise everything will be a little bit more organized because the messiness has already been done. I'm Aisha Dang. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you're having a great start to the new year, and I will see you next video. Bye.